Ken Grayson's retirement after 25 years in Chabot College. I have worked really close with this guy for 21 of those 25 years, and it's meant a lot to me, and I didn't think I'd be able to remember everything, which I can't, but I did make some notes. I remember the first time I met Ken, I got hired here by Tony Pavilion via part-time coach, and I had to go meet Ken, just introduce myself in the main office. He was the dean at the time, and he shook my hand and told me not to screw up and to enjoy myself. I said, okay. And if any of you know Tony Pavilion, it's hard to not screw up when you work for him. And so you were my boss for a year that year, and then you had a wonderful opportunity given to you by the district office to return to the classroom, which those of us in the faculty are grateful that you did that. You became the head coach of cross country and track at that time, which positions you held at Las Positas and San Francisco City College. Let me see what else I have on my list here. Like I said, it's a long one. You were on my first hiring committee, and you told me things you probably shouldn't have, but that's beyond the statute of limitations. You asked me to coach throws for you in my second or third year here. I thought, okay, track, whatever. I'd never done it before. And then we coached a state champion in the javelin. Probably my single greatest coaching accomplishment. And we did it best by not talking to her much and just letting her do her thing. This is probably the one that's going to piss you off the most on this list. We built, by ourselves, a hammer cage. And if you know what a hammer cage is, or if you don't know what a hammer cage is, it has 30-foot posts. I think there were 10 of them in there. And with Skeets from M&O, he brought out the boom, and the three of us dropped these 6-inch, 25-foot steel beams into holes. No one said we could do it, and all of a sudden we got the first one in, and M&O guys that were here then and not here now, so don't take this personally, started running over to help us, and we built that thing, and it was beautiful. And then they tore it down and took something off a shelf and put it up because someone else wanted that.
But that was the best hammer cage I've ever seen.
It's the best hammer cage I've ever seen. We should have got a state champion out of that hammer cage.
Yeah, we probably should.
You were on my full-time faculty hiring committee. That one's too close to give any secrets about.
I'm seeing a pattern.
You brought technology to our fitness center when it was actually in this room. We had the fitness center had kind of grown a little bit under Ken and Lois Machado and Pete Davis, who were here, the three that originally built it. It had evolved, and Ken got these old computers from IT or something, or wherever, off the back of the truck somewhere on campus, and he made these videos, and there was like 4 videos on each one, and you would watch the video and do the exercise, which is a model we still use in our fitness center to this day. No one had ever done that. This guy thought of it, brought it in, and that's what he does around here. I also remember about that time, and this is going to get to my first gift, is that was when you decided that you would try the pole vault again. Oh. You remember that? Yeah, you almost made 14 feet. And for those of you that don't know, at one time, Ken was the record holder for the pole vault at Chabot College when he was a student here. 62, 63?
Wow.
They were still San Leandro.
Right. So Ken decides he's going to go ahead and try and pole vault. I think he had it like 12 feet or something like that, right? It was 15 something was your record. And he comes into the office and he can barely move. He hurt his hip, he couldn't lift, he couldn't run. It was pretty funny. So in honor of your pole vaulting career, I wanted to get you a pole vault pole that was designed for someone of your age and advanced years. So we have this specially designed pole vault pole made just for you. So you can use that to leap on the couch.
Okay.
This one's probably a little more personal to me. I decided a little over 10 years ago, I was going through a rough time in my life, and I thought, kind kind of rainy April day, I walked in and I said to Ken in his office, I said, what's the easiest marathon you know? And he says, oh, the California International Marathon in Sacramento. I said, okay, I'm gonna sign up for that. And he kind of paused and said, okay. And so I did, I started training for it, and about a month or so later, Ken said, if you're really gonna do it, I'll run it with you. And the whole time, he never once told me I couldn't do it, and obviously I'm not the runner type. And I trained for it for 8 months, and Ken trained with me a little bit. I think a couple of times he went out with me on the long ones just to make sure I wasn't gonna die. And then I could really finish it if he was gonna do it. But we did, we went and ran a marathon together, and that meant a lot to me. I appreciate it.
Remember mile 1?
Yeah. Barely. Yeah, Ken, that is funny. Ken told me you're going to get to a certain point, you're not going to remember things, you're going to start seeing things.
People start screaming.
People are going to start screaming and crying and yelling, running the wrong direction. And again, something you may not know about Ken, he was like a top 20 American marathoner in the 80s. Right? He was up there.
Hold drugs.
But he was telling me, I was like, whatever. And sure enough, you get down there, mile 20, 21, and people are yelling, screaming, crying, running the wrong direction. But I know I've told you before, but I really appreciated that. And I think that's a good point to bring up, that's what Ken does for the people around him. That's what he does for students, that's what he does for his colleagues, the people he works with, he helps us. Helps us get through things. And we did a lot of mud runs together too that year. And those were fun, man, because they had like beers waiting for you to finish. Ken's been a part of the facility changeover here as some of the other emeritus faculty and current faculty and staff here in the room. But he still, for free, is our de facto fitness center coordinator. He goes up there every day, sees what's working, what's not working, fixes it. That's what he does.
I don't want to get yelled at by Lois or Pete, and I keep it going.
Also, we had a huge change in PE curriculum about 6-7 years ago. Ken, one summer, rewrote all of the curriculum in PE, kinesiology, athletics, and then wrote non-credit PE, which we call healthy aging here at college. By himself, he rewrote that. The law said we had to, so Ken did it. I think you asked me 1 or 2 questions, but not much more than that. And then one time I was your boss for a year. And you actually treated me like a colleague and not an administrator. I appreciate that. And then you were my boss again for a semester this year.
A long semester.
Is Dr. Thompson here? She made him wear pants every day. It was funny. And collared shirts. So I guess the last couple of things I have is that you and I have solved the problems of Chabot College, the district, the state, the country, and the planet over thousands, and I thought about this, literally thousands of cups of coffee in each other's offices. Almost every day for as long as I can remember. Mostly it was just talking shit about other people, but how I said it sounds better. And we did this over beers a lot too back in the day. You've shared this comes to my second thing. You and I have shared a love of gadgets over the years, especially those related to health and fitness. So I got something for the senior athlete in you, because you are a man of advanced years at this point. And it's going to help you with your aches and pains, so I hope this is a gadget that I hope will come in handy for you. So it's just a little love outside.
Nice.
You've been a friend, a colleague, and a mentor. I do not know what this place will be like without you. Maybe a little quieter, kind of loud. Maybe a little less energy, that's for sure. But it definitely won't be the same. I miss you, man.
Thank you. I guess I'm supposed to say something, and I'm not in the spot talking too much, especially from the groups. Thank you. It's been a good career, an unbelievable career, and thank you all here and the people who are not here now. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. I'm not going to mention names because if I start mentioning names, I'm going to leave somebody out, and that would hurt them. But having said that, I'm going to turn around and violate my own rule, okay, because I just made it. And I want to thank a couple people. One, Dale Wagner for giving me the freedom to think outside the box and do the stuff we've been able to do. Because that's not always, happens. And then Jeff for your friendship and, like I said, state champion, put on a state meet, and it was built a fitness center, kept it running. I mean, carried a lot of weight from that one weight room to the other weight room, back to the other weight room. Yeah, no, thank you. And then, last but not least, Ellie and Kim, because this place wouldn't run without them. I mean, thank you.